In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool can be located on the menu on the left, and if I do a mouse over it here, you'll see it'll say clone stamp tool. If you click and hold, you'll see there's a pattern stamp tool and the clone stamp tool. Again, the clone stamp tool is going to help us with taking care of something like blemishes on a face. So let's go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do is open up an exercise or a file here, and do a file open, go to desktop, and you're looking for the blemish face image. So I'm going to double click on it, and you can download these files from Blackboard so that you can work on these. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean up these blemishes here. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in to a comfortable area here, and yeah, that looks good right there. So we'll scroll down a little bit, move the images up a little higher on the screen. I'm going to click on the clone stamp tool, and what I'm looking at now is the diameter of the stamp. So what I'm going to do is right now you can see at the top up here the diameter is 21. I'm going to reduce this down to about 15. And I'm going to come back to the screen, and you can see that the diameter is right around the size of the blemishes. And you don't want your stamp tool to be any bigger than the actual blemish that you're trying to get rid of. So, all right, now in order to activate the stamp tool, you'll hold down the Alt key. When I press the Alt key, you'll see what happens to my selection here. It's going to turn into a target. Now what that target means is we're going to actually be copying or using a portion of her face to cover up the blemishes. So what I'm going to do is, for example, start here. I want to make sure that I want to put my mouse over a nice clean area that I want to replicate. Hold the Alt key and click, and basically what I've done is copied. And you can see when I mouse over that section, that part goes away. I can do it again here, but what I'm going to do is I want to be close to the blemish so that you're getting an exact match. I'm going to click again. I'm going to click here and slide over, and I'm going to click here again. And you can rub your mouse if you'd like. So you can see here I'm going to click and hold and just rub a little bit. I'm going to click and hold and just rub a little bit, and I'm just moving my mouse just ever so slightly to get a nice looking copy there. Again, I'm going to copy here. I'm just going to rub a little bit more. And now the next thing you can do is you can actually use the blur tool, which is the teardrop here. So if you mouse over that, you'll see it'll say blur tool. So I'm going to click on that a little bit, and then I'm just going to rub over these as I would if I'm just going to take my finger and smudge some ink on a piece of paper. So and you can even do sections like this right here. You can see all I'm doing is pixelating that, and it's making it look smoother. So like here around her nose, or even up here, a little bit of redness under her eye. All I'm doing is blurring that out a little bit, making her skin a little bit smoother. So now what I'm going to do is click on the magnifying glass, right click, and fit to screen. And now you can see you cannot see where the blemishes were. So if you're looking at this for the first time, you would not even notice that. So anyway, that concludes this exercise. I just want you to learn one more tool here. This is a great tool for fixing like cracked edges in an antique photo. So if you have a ripped image, you can use the clone stamp tool to replicate and fix antique photos. So anyway, thank you.